Thank you. Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, and it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to. Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes. It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants like it's gonna be a great day. There's going to be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all. I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home and don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position. If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence. That means knowing that you would do the right thing, knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever in Virginia and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I can say that, but it's easy to say that now because you can't get no slaves. You just can't get any. That's why you don't have slaves. It's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor. It's not a decision you need to make every day, like you're crying your groceries, but oh, fuck, maybe I should, I don't know, I better not, but geez, it would be easier. Because they're not there. It's not like they have slaves at Home Depot. I mean, they kind of do. But, yeah. There are some forms of kind of slavery. You can get a Russian woman to do whatever you want because her family's hostage. That's one of them. But that's still temporary. I mean, you could adopt like a 12-year-old from Bangladesh, and I mean, really, he'll move into your house and do your laundry and suck your dick, whatever you want. But even he gets to leave when he's 18. Although, who wants them when they're that old? I'm just saying, excuse me, I'm just saying that slavery gets rebranded, but it doesn't really ever totally go away. I mean, it's been part of human history going way back, slavery. Even the earliest civilizations in Mesopotamia, I don't know if I didn't go to college, I don't know anything. But the earliest images of human life already had the guys going, ugh, and the guy going, ah, motherfucker. How early did we come up with this? Like from the beginning of human existence, we evolved, through ideas. We were a scared naked ape, and then we were like, make a fire, it's a good idea. Kill an animal and take his fur, it's a good idea. Plant things and then wait. It's a good idea. But really quickly we came up with, just make them fucking do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm I'm doing nothing. Make them fucking do it. That was like our third thing we did on Earth. So you can have confidence, but you got to be a little, I mean, there's things that people did in history that I wouldn't have done, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have made an Auschwitz. I wouldn't have done that. What am I going to do with an Auschwitz? Yeah, Auschwitz is not one of those where you're like, it was the times, It was a horrible thing, obviously. Auschwitz, horrible. They killed people. They killed children. They killed little children in Auschwitz who could have grown up and moved to Brooklyn and hated black people, and they didn't get to do that. It's terrible. I know. I had a friend who's a comedian in England, and he made a joke about Auschwitz, and he got in a lot of trouble. There was a big shitstorm, and at one point, Auschwitz tweeted about his joke. It's true. It's an Auschwitz with a blue check. So it was like, oh, cool, it's really them. And they tweeted like, that's not funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? Who's running the social accounts at Auschwitz? I got a summer job at Auschwitz. I'm running their Twitter. Moral confidence. There's other ways to boost your moral confidence. Like you can do good things. Or not. You can help people all the time. You can help homeless people. There's a lot of homeless people here. There's a shitload of homeless people here. I mean, not in here. There's none in here. There's zero in here. That's right. They can't come in here. Even with a ticket, they cannot come in here. They're not allowed in the places where we're allowed. That's what we all agree on. Everybody's like, I don't know what to do about the homeless, but they're not coming in here. They're not coming in here. They're outdoor people. They don't have... If you don't have your own indoors, you can't go in other people's indoors. They can't go where we go. There's places where you'll never see a homeless person. Like the airport. There's no homeless people at the airport. You go to the bus station, they're on the bus beside you. But at the airport, they can't even get to it. They can't even get to it. You never seen a homeless person at the airport? You ever been at your gate and some guy's like, hey man, I'm trying to get to Tokyo, can you help me out? Give me an aisle seat, brother. And they're all over the country, everywhere now. I've been on tour, I've seen them everywhere. I was in Phoenix, and it was during the summer, 120 degrees. And homeless people are just standing at the intersection with a sign, and they're just cooking. You can't even tell what race he was before it burnt off. And he's holding a sign that says, help, I'm on fire. But you're in a white BMW, like, I can't, sorry. There's glass here. I can't help because of the glass. And even here you drive by them. In New York, you walk right by them. So in New York, they're right there. They're in your space. They're in your world. And you got to make a choice. Every couple of blocks, you got to make a choice. You going to help or not? You got to keep shooting. You got to put a limit on it somewhere because you're not going to help all of them. And you're not going to help any of them, really, with a few bucks. But there's always that, like, there's a homeless guy who lives, he doesn't live anywhere. But, I mean, he's, by definition, he's at large. But he's often seen He's always on the corner by my house. Same guy, every day. And I walk past him every day on the way to the store. I go to the same store every day. I go to Claire's. I don't know if you know Claire's. It's a jewelry store for children. I go there every day. I buy a handful of scrunchies and I run home. Everything else I buy online. But anyway, when I walk by this homeless guy in the morning, he always goes, "Hey, man, can you help me out?" And I go, "Sure." I give him $5. Then I go to the store. 5 minutes later, I walk by, and he says, "Hey, man, can you..." He doesn't remember, which is fine, but I don't want to give him another $5, you know? Because I only have a few million. I don't know why. I don't know why. I clearly should. I don't know what makes me go, You had your $5, young man. What am I going to spoil him? You know what I was thinking about today? I was thinking about Jesus. I was. Today, I was thinking about Jesus. And after I came, I thought, well, I feel sorry for Jesus. That's how I feel. I don't know how much you know about Jesus, but I feel fucking bad for Jesus, man. I do. He had a hard life. I mean, the last day was particularly difficult, but if you look at pictures of him, he had to wear that thong, that fucking just dish rag yanked up his balls, just carrying his cross like fuck, just a rash. Some people say you should live like Jesus. Who can live? He was insane. You can't live like that. He had a weird life. I'm reading about Jesus. I have this book about Jesus. I'm going to share it with you. Okay. This is a book about Jesus. Actually, only this much is about Jesus. Only that, just that part. The rest of it is just the Jews going like, and then we walked for 50 years in the desert, and we only had a little bit of oil. It was difficult. It's fucking verbose. The Jew, look at it, just Jews. It just goes on and on. And then Jacob bought a goat, and Abraham lived to be 800. Yeah, I bet he fucking did, too. The Jews in the early chapters are all like 800 years old. And then God was like, I can't with these fucking Jews for 800 years. Heart disease starts today. So that's them, and that's Jesus. Oh, there's a little part, it's Jesus. And the weird part is it's not all, like, it's all the same story over and over again. They tell the same story about Jesus' life over again. First Matthew tells it, and then Mark is like, dude, that's not what, you're fucking drunk. Here's what happened. I'll tell you what happened. Hey, Paul, you weren't even here. Shut the fuck up. And I started reading it because I never read it. I was raised Catholic, but they don't encourage you to read in the church. They don't. They don't want you to read this. You know, Jews read this shit in Hebrew. And Baptists sit down and they read together. But the Catholics, they want you to come in the building. They want you to come in and they tell you. And you're like, can I read it? And they're like, no, I'll tell you what happened. You know, sorry, put the book down. But it's interesting because when you read the stories, you know, you think of them as lofty, kind of like, but some of them are just basic life in the Jesus life. Okay, here's one. This is when he turned water into wine. This is his first miracle. This is John chapter 2, okay?
Another time I was on a subway, and this woman got on the train, young woman, and she got, you can tell how long people have been in New York by how they get on the subway, because people that live here just get on like, ugh. But she got on like this, like, It was pretty bad last time. I hope I don't hope nobody pisses in my face today. Last time, 14 people pissed right into my mouth. That was really traumatic for me, but I'm hanging in there. Still taking the train.
I feel bad, I'm like that way as a father, too. Like, I have 2 kids, and I have a responsibility to stay in shape so I can take care of them, but I don't. I'm always in a 48-hour window of diarrhea. Either that I had it or I'll be having it within 48 hours of any given moment. There's always 2 diarrheas running up along the slide of my life, and I'm in somewhere. And depending on where in that window I am dictates how much of a radius from my home I'm willing to venture. Otherwise, I'm having diarrhea in a public restroom with my kids standing there watching me because they're little. I can't leave them out in a place. Daddy, I don't want you to have diarrhea. Sorry, honey, you want to go to the aquarium, that's what happens. I told you, let's go to the deli and buy a Daily News and go home, but you want to get all fancy and go to the aquarium, so you gotta watch Daddy shit water out of his asshole.
I was hanging out with a couple that I know, and they're married. They're 43 like me, and they're married. That's pretty much, once you're 43, you're either married, you're divorced. You don't really, after 43, the window's closed. You're staying. And it's true. That's what, all right, nobody cares that you're relating to this. Shut up.
It's not interesting or important. I don't care. I get it. You're all well-dressed. You all work together. No, you're not going to get the focus of the show. You're just not. Just shut up. No one's going to want to watch a TV show about that I talked to some guy all his friends took him out. And come on. No, shut up. I'd rather there was an empty table here, and there will be if you don't shut up. All right. So anyway.
I was reading to my kids the other night. We have a rule that if they get their teeth brushed and their goddamn pajamas on by 7:30, I'll read a book. Those are the rules. I'm always glad when they get ready because I like to read to them. I do. I love reading to my girls. So we read a book the other night. We were reading Tom Sawyer. I'm reading them Tom Sawyer because Mark Twain, great author, and they're 5 and 9 years old. They're young for it, but they catch up to it, and they're fascinated by all the language. He uses big words and beautiful writer. And I picked Tom Sawyer, not Huckleberry Finn, because Tom Sawyer's a nice kid. Goes to school, he goes to church, lives with his aunt. Now, Huckleberry Finn is a dirty little homeless little white trash creep. And the main problem is that he won't stop saying nigger. I mean, 40 times a page. I can't sit on my daughter's bed and just say nigger all night and then put her to sleep. I just ain't gonna do that. Anyway, I'm reading him Tom Sawyer, and it's a real nice book, but then all of a sudden he runs into Huckleberry Finn on the street. And then Tom saw his friend Huck Finn. I'm like, oh, God, okay. All right, let's take it easy here, fellas. Let's just have a nice, quiet conversation here. Let's see how this goes. Huckleberry Finn was carrying a dead cat. It's not a good sign. He's walking around with a dead cat. Tom Sawyer says, what you doing with a dead cat, Huck? Huck Finn says, gonna cure my warts. All right. My kids are fascinated. Who told you could cure warts with a dead cat? Well, Tom Wilson did it. He learned it from Jack Johnson, who learned it from some nigger down the street. Oh, all right, girls, listen. Here's the thing. America... People would say this word, and it's not a good word, And I don't know why I'm sounding like Bill Cosby right now. But people used to say this word, and this is not a nice word to say. And so we remember. I told the girls, you know, these boys are racists. These boys are racists, and they're not nice boys. I think we can still enjoy the stories about the fishing and the trading, and it's weird, man. There's that's part of our history, and we have to know it's there. And how do you cope with shit in your past that's bad? Like, how do you try to feel like a good country when you've done shitty things as an entire nation? How do you take your past and still feel good? You know, like when I was 8 years old, I showed my penis to a girl with Down syndrome that lived down the street. And I gotta walk around living with that every day. I gotta wake up as that guy. I was 8. If I did it yesterday, it would be considered a lot worse. But I'm still the dude that did that. I was just a kid, but this is still the penis that I showed to the girl with Down syndrome by the dumpster behind Kentucky Fried Chicken. That happened. Those were my values at 8 years old. And I know that's an awkward thing to equate to slavery in America, but it's kind of the same thing. My favorite thing to do is sleep now. I love sleep. Sleep is like, that's my thing. I love it. And my kids don't let me. They get me up at 6 in the morning. I don't have to get up till like 7 a.m. to get them to school. They wake up at 6. I don't even understand this shit. With getting out of bed before you have to. They wake up and they're like, they're so excited and they want it. I get it. They want to share it with me. Daddy, look, it's all still here. That hurts my brain. Because it's 6 a.m., I'm just, I'm so deep in the deep African sleep. Like it's just an ancient, mysterious, submerged in a river of warm chocolate, just. And sleep was like a goddess whore just sucking me off, just. She's got a gold helmet and 40 tongues, and she's. And she's speaking in a dead language. And she's feeding syrupy heroin into my penis while she's sucking. Oh, let this be my life. Please let this be real. Let this be real. Daddy! No! Oh, shit! Daddy, wake up! I've always eaten wrong. I never knew that food is a benefit to your body. I never looked at it that way. I always looked at food as another awful thing I'm about to do. Oh, God, I'm going to have one of those. I never realized that food is supposed to be good. It's supposed to make you feel good. You should eat like a little piece of salmon this big, and then you're like, oh, shit, look at what I can do. That's supposed to be the effect of food. You're not supposed to just push more and more shit in. So you're like, oh, God. Oh. You're not supposed to have to cancel shit because of something you ate. That's not the desired effect of food. You eat a little piece of lettuce, and the guy in your belly catches it. This is amazing. I can make skin cells and blood cells and some energy. The guy in my belly hates me. He gets my third donut. He's like, what do you... Come on, man. What do you imagine I'm doing with those? I can't... There's no part of you I can make out of donuts. It's just a storage issue. I got nowhere to put it. 4. He's eating 4 donuts. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, and he's jacking off now. Come on, man. Get a grip. Just stop. And the other guy's like, what do you want to do with the donuts? Just shit them out. Shit all of them out, whole. Let him find 4 whole donuts in the toilet. Let's see if that slows him down.
God. I just shat 4 perfect donuts.
No idea what I'm doing with my life.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I have some notes I'm going to be working off of. I hope that's okay with you. I never stopped anything so cold in all my life. That was amazing. You guys were clapping so much. And now you look like you've never clapped in your lives. That applause is so far in the rearview mirror right now. That's amazing. How quickly. Yeah! There was a girl once who blew me, who subsequently hung herself to death. It's true. She didn't do it right after, just so you know. She didn't do it like immediately after. She did it 2 years later. Because that's how long it takes. That's how long you can live with having blown me. Before you need to end your life. That's how long everyone who has blown me has died 2 years later of their own doing. That's the gestation period for suicidal shame that comes from having had my penis in your mouth. That's such an awful way to describe blowing somebody, having had my penis in your mouth. It just gives you an image of somebody, oh, I got some, I got this dick in my mouth. Do I still have do you see his dick there? Oh, shit, yeah, you got his dick. I was on an airplane and there was a Hasidic Jewish man trying to put an enormous bag under the seat. It doesn't matter that he was Hasidic, but it's a detail. It's detail. When you try to put enormous bags under seats, folks notice the kind of person you are. They make note. They say some Chinese guy, whatever you are, they're going to describe you. They're not just going to say, a man put a little giant thing under his seat. What kind of man? It's not important. Just a fellow. No, this guy. Trying to shove this thing under the seat. No one can leave because he's not going to not do it. And the flight attendant was a guy, and I'm not going to say he was gay because that's not important. It doesn't enter into the story. I'm going to call the Jewish guy a Jewish guy, and I'm going to call the gay guy just some guy. How do you like that? Isn't that unfair? I'm not going to identify him as gay, because I don't want to discredit them. Actually, he didn't do anything wrong. So, boy, what a disaster this is right now. Jewish guy trying to put the thing under the seat, and the guy's going, sir, it's not going to fit. He was only slightly gay, like that. He wasn't like, sir, it's not going to fit. Ah! No, he just said, sir, it's not going to fit. It's going to fit. I know it's going to fit. It's going to fit, I'm telling you. Moses. When I was about 6 years old, maybe, I stayed home from school one day. I had a single mom, and she worked. So when I stayed home from school, I just got to be alone in my house. And so one day I was alone in my house watching TV. I think I was about 6 years old, maybe 7. And I went and got my pillow from my bed, and I sat on it, and I farted into it. And then I decided, I was sick in my stomach, so I was like, I'm just going to fart into this pillow for just all day. I mean, I just kept farting into that pillow just over and over again. Like at least more than 200 times. Just for hours. And then I told myself, I'm going to smell this now. Because I've been farting into it all day. And I had the pillow, and I just said, I'm just going to go all at once. And I just shoved it on my face, and I went, and
I have never had an experience like that again in my life. I really feel like I overstimulated myself at 6 years old because it like jaded me for every other thing that's ever happened. I watched a bum eat a rat. And I was like, so? I smelled 200 farts when I was 6. A little too proud. You ever get too proud of yourself for just not being a piece of shit? If you see somebody in a store who's got a thing, whatever it is, there's not supposed to be any negative version of anything for anybody. They had a creative amount of limbs. And you saw them and you just scanned the room. You didn't go, boo! You just kept going. You just kept, that's them, and you just went, you didn't go, ah! You just kept going. And then you're like excited, like, oh, I am an angel. Oh. There should be a statue of me in this spot, letting that person have the same just regular day that I had. When I was, when I graduated high school, all my friends went to college, and I didn't. I was a very bad student, and there was I could have gotten into some college, but why keep failing? Why just keep being in trouble all the time and doing things badly? So I just figured I'll just go work, do things. So I moved in with my only friend, who I wasn't very good friends with, but he also didn't go to college. So we got an apartment in Boston, and so we're both 18 years old, living in downtown Boston, and we lived in one room. We slept in the same room. It was a little tiny studio apartment. And so one time he started making jokes about jerking off. He's like, do you jerk off a lot? You know, do you want me to leave the room so you can jerk off? Like, he kept saying that. Hey, man, if you need me to leave so you can jerk off, I'll do that or whatever. And I was like, well, hey, what about when you would jerk off? And he goes, I don't do that. And I was like, what? And he goes, I never have done it. And I was like, are you serious? I was blown away by this. He said, I've never done it. He goes, I kind of wish I could, but I just can't bring myself to do it. This is too weird. Like, I get weirded out. I've never done it. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, I never jerked off. And he told me that. And that stuck in me for years because I thought there's folks that cannot do it. Because to me, this shit is just a plague. I'll never escape this shit. There's moments I've done this that I really would like to take back. But it's just, sometimes I'm all packed, ready. I got bags of roll, and I go, I gotta sit down and jerk off before I leave the house. It's just a constant insulin injection that I need to get. And I really hate it. I'd love to never have to jerk off. I've always thought there's something wrong with me, because there's a dude who was pretty normal, who just said, I don't do it. Anyway, I ran into him about 2 years ago, and he said to me, remember when we talked about jerking off? And I said, yes. He said, I don't know why I was like ashamed to talk about it with you, but I was jerking off constantly. So he said, I've been jerking off since I was 11. And when we lived together, I used to go in the bathroom and jack off all the time, and I was afraid to tell you. And I was like, if I could murder one person, it would be you. If I could kill one guy, it would be you piece of shit. I heard that ducks have one hole. I don't know if you know that, but ducks have one hole. And they pee out of it, and they shit out of it, they get in it, and they lay eggs out of it. That has got to be one smelly, dirty hole. That hole has got to be a pretty awful place. I feel a little bad for the man duck because ducks are monogamous. I don't know if you know that, but ducks stay in their relationships forever. And by the time that duck gets to be 48, her husband must be like, dude, that shit sucks. I hate it. And then he goes and a swan or something. His wife's like, why are you swan for? She's got an asshole. That's why she's got an asshole. Okay, I got a green head. I don't know what that means. Just somehow they got green heads. They deserve more.
Speaking of animal type humor that's not totally finished, I have this joke, like animals talking to each other type joke, that I don't know how to finish it. I know what's funny about it, but I don't know how to finish it. Basically, it's about a lion who goes up to a giraffe, and he says, "Hey, man, did you see that dude?" And the giraffe's like, "What dude?" And he goes, "He's that dude. He lives by the river in a hut." And the giraffe goes, "What does he look like?" And the lion goes, "He looks like this." And the giraffe's like, "Well, I know a dude that lives by the river, but he doesn't look like that." He goes, "No, that's what he looks like." The giraffe says, I know a guy, but he looks like this. See, the lion just thinks that people look like that. The lion doesn't get that he makes a person look like that by scaring the shit out of him. He just thinks that, hey, that's that dude that's always going, ah! That's what he's like. I mean, sometimes you see a person on the street who's in a state of life that you couldn't imagine having the courage to live. You ever seen somebody? You ever seen a person and you look at them and you go, I would just kill myself if I woke up like that. I would just kill myself. I don't have the courage. And it's a comment on me, not them. I couldn't live like that. I get to go like this. And if I had to go like this, I'd blow my brains out. I can't do it. I have only the courage for a perfect life. I really do. Anything below perfect, I ain't doing it. I ain't being one of those guys. I don't even want to be cold in the winter. You know when you see somebody, they just have a flannel shirt without a jacket, and then just being cold and their face is purple in spots? Couldn't do it. I saw an old lady I couldn't be. I was walking behind this lady. That's a weird sentence. I saw an old lady that I couldn't be. I was walking behind her, and she had just a spine that was just dog shit. Her spine sucked ass. I'm saying this as her friend. Her spine sucked dick. She was just one of these people. And she's walking in front of me like this. And she had a collar on her shirt that was very high, and so I couldn't even see her head. Looked like she had no head. Just like this with no head. And I remember, first thing I thought was her doctor's an asshole. Because he could have told her. He could have said to her, listen, just so you know, now that you're like this, if you wear a high collar, it's spooky for people behind you. It's spooky from the back, sad from the front, and kind of funny from the side. Anyway, thanks a lot. Good night. Thank you very much.
I've been on the road a lot. I flew here, and I farted so many times on the plane. I farted so many times. You know when you're on the plane and you fart a couple of times and you're like, fair's fair. Everybody's farting. But then you keep going, you're like, this might be an issue. This might be an incident. That might be in the paper, I'm farting so much. I farted so much on that plane. And sure enough, when I landed, they gave me the plane. They're like, just take it home, you fucking ruined it. We tried flying it around with all the doors open, it didn't help. Fucking pig. I got stopped at security because something was in my bag. You know when your bag goes through the X-ray machine, and it's very high tech now. They keep upping the technology on the X-ray machine for the carry-ons. Who's still trying? Who's still putting a gun in their carry-on? Like, hey, maybe this time it'll work out, you know? But my bag got stopped, and I wasn't sure why. I knew I didn't have any liquids or anything, and the lady opened it, and sure, here's what happened. I had clay in my bag. Because I'm not an artist, but I like clay. I make little dicks. They're this big. I do. I make tiny dicks, and they're perfect. And I hold it and I walk around. And then when I get upset, I smush it. Now you're nothing. Now you're nothing. Anyway, it relaxes me. So I didn't think about this in terms of security until the lady took it out. It's a plastic bag with gray clay. It looks like C4 plastic explosive. And she's like, what is this? And I said, it's clay from an art store. She goes, I can't let you have it. I said, all right. So she threw it away, and she says, have a nice flight. I'm like, look, either that's a bomb or it's not. Like, either give me my fucking clay back, or ask me many questions, please. Is that the procedure? Hey, this guy has a bomb in his bag. Oh yeah, you can't have that on the plane, I'm sorry. Yeah. You can explode it here, but you can't take it on the plane, I'm sorry. Nah, I know it's stupid, it's just because that one guy ruined it for everybody. But I never get irritated by traveling because I love to travel. I love that I get to do this and travel. I traveled all over the world this year. I was in Europe, I was all over the place. And you know, when you travel, you don't get to have the things you're used to having, but you get to have things you never had before. That's a trade-off. Like I was in Sweden. Now, if you're in Sweden and you go to, like say you're at a hotel and you want breakfast, they don't have maple syrup. They just don't have it. But they do have do you have maple syrup? No, but we have I'll have that, that's fine. It's the same all over the world. You know, you go to Tokyo. Do you have peanut butter? No, but we have is that spicy? Same all over the world. You go to Africa. Oh, okay, just the Swedish and the Japanese. No, yeah, that's right. No, you're right. Yeah, just the Swedes and the Japs, but don't fuck around. Yeah, no, Africa's not okay, because they can't take a joke in Africa. They're very fragile people. So they need you to protect them against jokes. So good job. Rightly so. I'll skip Africa. I don't even know what it is. All right, whatever. But I like traveling. I like seeing people. I don't care about the place. I was in Glasgow, Scotland, and I was in a train station, and I saw this old man, old Scottish man, with a little boy, about 10 years old maybe, this tall, red hair, and he's holding his hand, and they're walking. It was really sweet. Then they got to the train, and the man's gonna get on the train, but he bends over, and he kissed this little boy on the lips for a long time. They were like making, it was weird. He's like making, and the kid had his hand on the back of his head and everything. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. He's making out with that little boy. But then I look closer and I realized it's not a little boy, it's an old lady. It's a little old Scottish lady. But then I looked even closer and I was like, oh no, it is a kid. It's a little Scottish boy, and he looks old because life is hard there. His dad keeps kissing on the mouth and I went to the zoo. I was in Ohio. I went to the zoo. You go to the zoo when you're on the road, right? You don't go to the zoo in your hometown. It's not like you're at work like, I should hit the zoo. Ah, shit, it's gonna close. Fuck. I just really want to see a monkey's face right now, really bad. It's gonna be a bad night if I don't look at a monkey. I'm gonna hit both my kids if I don't see a monkey tonight before I get home. Anyway, I went to the zoo in Ohio with a friend of mine, and we went to see the lion. And it's always a shit lion, you know. It's not a. The zoo lion's never like. Rawr. He's just sitting on a fake rock, just eating lamb chops from Costco. My friend said, that's really sad. He said, they should free that lion. I was like, what are you seeing in your mind exactly? Describe your wish to me. He said they should take that lion to Africa. And what, just let him out of the car? Good luck, lion. The lion's like, what the fuck is this shit? Then the African lions walk up to him. Hey, man, how you doing? Where are you from? Columbus, Ohio. All right. Well, why don't you lift that tail, because my dick is going right in your ass.
I'm 45 now, so I'm either halfway through a healthy life or almost done with not so healthy life. I don't know which one. I won't know till it's over where this was. I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I don't know. Nobody knows, I guess. I think human life expectancy is pretty good. We get a good run, you know? Some people die early, you know? If I die now, people will be like, oh, that's too bad. If I die 5 years from now, they'll be like, oh, all right. Like, it's not even, it's, like, as soon as you're 50, you're a candidate. You know there's no candlelight vigils for 50-year-old guys that die. And you start pushing in the area. Yeah, you know, some people get to be like 80s, 90s. You know, there are people that get to like 114, and then they're in the news. And it's always some old guy. I met Napoleon. No, you didn't. You liar. You oldest liar in the world. But 45, you know, you're not old yet, but you start having moments where you kind of start getting what old is. Especially if you didn't take care of yourself, you know? I have moments where I'm like, wow, this seems early for this. Like, this is something that happens to me a lot. I'll be sitting watching TV or doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'll realize, I need to wipe my ass right now. I mean, nothing happened, but I really gotta wipe my ass right now. Right now. Gotta make trips to the bathroom just to wipe my ass. How did this happen already? I'm 45. Already my asshole's just like, ugh. My asshole's like the waistband on old pajama bottoms. Just kind of loose and ineffectual. My asshole's like a bag of leaves that nobody tied up. It's just sitting on the lawn, full and open. Just puking leaves onto the grass with every wisp of wind. Some kid kicks it over on his way home from a tough day at middle school. Rats. It's a pretty accurate description of my asshole. Here's another thing about my age right now. If I'm, say I'm sitting down. If I'm sitting anywhere, which I love sitting so much. I would take sitting and doing nothing to standing and fucking any day. This is way better than coming. This is way better. This is what, at my age, if I'm sitting down and somebody tells me I need to get up and go in another room, I need to be told all the information why first. You gotta explain all of that shit to me. What, why do I, what, no, why though? Your car's being towed right now. Well, that's what happens to me then. I accept that. Because getting up is a whole thing. It means first I have to decide, do I really want to be alive anymore? Like, let's start with that. And then I gotta start kind of rocking to get momentum. Like I'm trying to get an old Honda out of a snowbank. The worst part of my day, worst part of every day of my life, is when I have to put on my socks. Putting on my socks is the worst part of every day. And it always will be. Even if I have a terrible day in the future where my grandmother is murdered by my other grandmother. If that ever happened to me, the worst part of that day will be when I put on my socks. But if I have to put on my socks, that means here's what I have to do. I have to get my hands past my pointed toe. I don't even know how I do it. I'm sitting here, I don't know how I do that. It's because you have to, it's like folding a bowling ball in half. And as soon as I start, I can feel I'm pushing all the fat up into my vital organs. And I just feel all the systems failing. Beep, beep, beep. And I have to try, like I have to lay on my back like an 8-year-old and go like this. And I start passing out. And I know other people's lives are hard. I know. I saw an interview on TV with Michael J. Fox. And he has Parkinson's. And he was describing brushing his teeth. He said it takes him 2 hours a day. And he said it's agony. And I saw this and I thought, okay, that's hard. That is hard. And so is putting on my socks. Sorry, Michael. Doesn't make it easier to know about your thing. Tell you what, I'll help you brush your teeth, you help me with the socks. Women a lot. All men do. And we just look at you. That's what I do. I just look at women. I just, like they're, cakes and windows. I just, I was walking in New York once, and there's these two very cute women walking behind me, and I was trying to walk slowly so I could hear what they were saying to each other, because they were cute. So I wanted to hear them, like that's gonna help me in any way to hear them. Don't you wish the guy walking in front of us would squeeze our tits for like 1 second? Okay. It's really a flaw in men that we would all do that. If you're a woman, you could ask any guy on planet Earth, can you squeeze my tit for 1 second? And 100% of us will go, oh yes, of course. That doesn't matter. I could be doing open heart surgery. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, don't worry, he's not your tits, don't worry about it. I don't know why we love tits so much. Some people say it's because we breastfeed, but so do women. Or, baby women. Not grown-up women don't usually. You don't see like a 68-year-old woman, like a stately look, like Sigourney Weaver, like sucking milk out of a young woman's tit. Thank you, Deborah. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock. It's not usually the thing, is the elderly breastfeeding from the young. Except for at the end of The Grapes of Wrath, which I don't mean to ruin that book for you, but you should have read it by now. I don't know if you read The Grapes of Wrath, but that's how it ends, with an old dying man sucking milk out of a young girl's tits, and then the book is over. And you're like, Jesus, what happened at the end there? That's crazy. There's no other book in that genre. There's no dense, historic classic that ends with a weird, porny paragraph at the very... And then Anna Karenina shat on his chest. Holy moly with that! The end. Oh my God! That is a violent shift in tone at the end of that book. I've been reading this book for 3 months. But we do, we love tits. And you always know a tit. You always know a tit. You know, like, you ever been in a crowded place, like a subway or a sports stadium, and you're smushed in with other people, and your elbow touches a tit behind you, like, that's a tit! I just touched it! I know that was a tit! I know it! Because the sensitivity of the male elbow to tit flesh specifically is unbelievable. Just to tits, because you could drive a tack in there, I'm not going to feel it. But a tit, through a shirt and a sweater and a jacket, and her jacket, sweater, shirt, and bra, somehow, it's a tit, I touched a tit. I touched a tit. I touched one tit. One tit. That's rare to touch one tit. It's like a 4-leaf clover. Usually you touch it. The only time you touch one tit is when it was an accident or you didn't have permission. But otherwise, when tit access is granted, it's usually good for 2 tits at a time. Once you're on one, you really have to screw up really badly and quickly to lose tit access between tits 1 and 2. You must have said something really dumb on the first tit that you didn't get the second one. Oh yeah, it's like your mom's dirty whore tit. Why? What? I said I liked it. That's what I meant, is that I like it. I like your mom's dirty whore tit. I like yours. And if it's up to the guy, we're gonna touch both tits. No guy touches a tit and then goes, you know what, I'm good with the one. That's fine for me. Everything in moderation. We're gonna touch both. Even if something terrible happens in the middle of, yeah, there's a bomb! Oh shit, come on. Let's get your tits out of here. I've seen a few tits. I've seen, I don't know, 48 maybe, I don't know. I've had my history. Don't tape shit on your... Life is short. Life is very short. I like life. I like it. I feel like even if it ends up being short, I got lucky to have it, because life is an amazing gift when you think about what you get with a basic life. Not even a particularly lucky life or a healthy life. If you have a life, here's your boilerplate deal with life. This is basic cable, what you get when you get life. You get to be on Earth. First of all, oh my God, what a location. This is Earth, and for trillions of miles in every direction, it fucking sucks so bad. It's so shitty that your eyes bolt out of your head because it sucks so bad. You get to be on Earth and look at shit. As long as you're not blind or whatever it is, you get to be here. You get to eat food. You get to put bacon in your mouth. I mean, when you have bacon in your mouth, it doesn't matter who's president or anything. You just, Every time I'm eating bacon, I think I could die right now, and I mean it. That's how good life is. You get to fuck. That's free if you're smart. That comes with. That's part of the deal. Where else are you gonna get that deal? You get to put your dick in there and go in and out. Pretty good. And if you're a woman, you get to just lay back and just have a dick just shoving in and out of you awkwardly. Anytime you want. Anytime you want. If you're a gay man, you get to just fill your boyfriend's ass with your dick. Just fill it all the way to the balls. And it's nice and warm and tight in there. And he's your buddy. If you're a lesbian, you get to do all the stuff they're doing. And, it's a great deal. You get to eat, you get to fuck, you get to read To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a great life. So when I'm not worried about it ending. It's pretty good. I like getting older though, because for me, the kind of guy I am, getting older makes my life better. Like my sex life, way better at 45. Because of the kind of, because this situation is okay at 45. This is not a fun kind of a 17-year-old to be. And some people, their life is better when they're younger. Young dudes, young skinny dudes. Best life in the world is being a young skinny dude. They don't have to do anything. They just show up with a big Adam's apple and a smelly t-shirt. Hey, I'm here for the easy pussy for the rest of my life. So where do I... Oh, everywhere? Okay, cool. But for guys like me, this is not a fun youth. It gets better. I'd like to make one of those It Gets Better ads for just dumpy young guys. We could use a little help, a little encouragement, just somebody on TV. Listen, man, I know it's tough right now. You're vaguely heavy with no face. You have zero value on the sexual marketplace. You feel invisible to the girls in school because you are. But it gets better because you all grow up and you pretty much look just like this your whole life. And they don't. Their options start running out really fast and you're gonna be there. As long as you stay relatively employed and washed, you're gonna be amazing. In your 40s, you're gonna be the branch that she can grab before she hits the ground. It's gonna be so great. It just takes time for her circumstances to match your looks, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. When real shit matters, you're gonna be the sexiest motherfucker in the world. It's just time. That's all it takes. There's a formula to this. It's pussy plus time over income squared.
Fourth grade, and I was fifth grade maybe, I don't know which one, and I was sitting in a class and eating some snack, and I was sort of just looking off into space, and I had always had big holes in the crotch of my pants, because my mom bought me cheap pants at King's department store, and they don't even have a changing room. She would just hold it against my waist, and I'd go home and wear them, and they'd split after 3 days. So I had a big hole, just all fucking hole, and I'm sitting there like this, and I tried to get used to not, whatever. So I'm sitting there like this, and I had an inadvertent and unaware boner at the time. And so it was just pushing my white underwear out, just fucking angry little pin-like boner, just sticking out of my pants, straight out. And Jill Cassavant, who was the fucking coolest, sexiest chick in the class, pointed down at this and went, "Ew!"
And I looked up and everyone was going, ah! Pointing at my dick and screaming. And that moment is me. That is who I am. That's how powerful it was. And,
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, you guys. That's very nice. Thank you. How you doing, all right? Good. Good. This is good. You're out. Being out is good. It is. I don't go out anymore. I have a baby now, so I don't go out. Some of you have babies, but you don't love them, so you're here. That's cool. No, I mostly just go out with my daughter. I went to the park with her the other day. I was at this park in New York City Park, and they have these no drinking signs at the park. But it doesn't say no drinking. It has a picture of like a martini glass with a line through it. Are those really the people causing the problems with the drinking in the parks? Are they reaching their target audience with a martini glass, really? Shouldn't it be like a bottle in a bag with a line through it? You see people at this park at 4 a.m, hey, motherfucker! I try to go to movies, but movies are all shit now. They are. They're all shit. Like they just have this machine that just makes shit. I try to see. I rented a movie. I rented the Jesus movie where they beat the shit out of Jesus for a couple hours. Wow, they kicked his ass. What happened? What, did he key somebody's Camaro? What did the guy do? Look, I didn't like the Jesus movie. I thought it was a shitty movie. And people get offended when you tell them that, like you're saying something wrong. It's like, I thought the Jesus movie sucked. And they're like, hey, man. Like, what? He's not in it. Who gives a shit? Like Jesus cares about Mel Gibson's movie, you know? Look, I was raised Catholic, so I know he did that for me, and I appreciate it, you know, thank you. He should have asked first, you know. I would have said, I'm all set, I don't need that done, because a little presumptuous. Only because, look, here's the thing. I was raised Catholic, and I'm not anymore, because if they're right, I am fucked. I'm going to hell, I am. Because I'm really I do wrong shit a lot. Man, I'm going to hell, I know it, and I don't want to go to hell, and really because I don't like new places. That's really the reason, because I'm afraid I'll go to hell, I won't know where to sign up for shit, I'll be all confused, like the first day of school, you know? I wonder, is there like a schedule to hell? How organized is your damnation? Like, first they put you in one room and some monster fucks you up the ass for 1,000 years. You come out, you're like, well, I ain't fucking around in there, I tell you. I don't recommend that room. That was a drag. Then they take you and they put you in another room and they shit on your head. I don't know what the fuck they're doing out there, but what if hell's not like that? What if I'm just standing in a hallway in hell, like, what do I do? Where do I go? Some demon walks up to me, hey, and I'm like, ah, demon. And the demon's like, come on, suck my dick. Ah! Now I'm blowing a demon in hell, and it's horrible. And I'm thinking I shouldn't have lied so much or whatever. But here's my question. What if when I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway? Which, how do you know when you're done blowing a demon in the hallway? I guess when he comes fire ants on you, whatever. When I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway, what if some guy in charge of hell walks up to me and goes, hey man, you didn't have to blow that guy, you know? He just hangs out here. He's not part of your damnation or anything. What did you blow him for? I just assume you're supposed to blow people. He said, suck my dick, so, so say no. What's so hard about that? Jesus. Look, man, you better pace yourself. You're down here forever. You're gonna blow a lot of demons and elephants, all kinds of shit. Don't be freelancing in the hallways, for Christ's sakes.
And also, you gotta die to go to hell. And I don't want to die. I like my life. I'm very happy. I'm married, and I love my wife. I love her very much. My wife hates me. She fucking hates me. She hates me so much. Like, that's what she does. Like, if you asked her, what'd you do today? I fucking hate that guy. That's what I did today. I hate Louis. She's so mad at me all the time. Here's the latest thing. The other day, she got really mad. She said to me, you know what you did? You filled the dishwasher with dishes, you put the soap in, and you didn't turn it on. And I'm like, oh, shit. What are we gonna do now? You know. But here's the part where she blows my mind. This is amazing when she gets to this level. She says, well, why didn't you turn it on? Like I have a reason for not turning it on. And I'm like, can't I just be stupid? Can't it just be that I'm a fucking idiot? That I filled the dishwasher and then I went, duh, and I walked away? I can live with that. I'm cool with that. But she says, no, why'd you do it? Which means I decided not to do it. Do you know how much more of an asshole that makes me? That means I filled the dishwasher and then I went, you know what? Fuck her, I ain't turning it on. She can suck my dick if she thinks I'm pressing that on button. I'll fill it, but I don't fucking press on, not in my own house. Why would I do that? That would be crazy. The thing that she's usually mad about is simple. She says that I don't listen to her when she's talking. And I don't. But it's not because I don't love her, blah, blah, blah. It's because I try to listen. I really do. When she talks, I just stare at her face. I'm like, come on, bring the story. But somehow I'm like, what the I can't do it. I try. Because every story gets divided into 50 stories that all branch out into these crazy, and I'm like, holy shit. I've got ADD. I can't do it. I'm like, fucking please. But I try every time I try because I love this retarded woman. So I try really hard to listen to her stories. Other people don't even try. We go to parties, she starts talking, people just walk away like, fuck this, that lady's crazy. Who would waste time listening to that crap? Me. She can't help it. I really feel bad for her because the thing is that every word of the story gets her so excited that she wants to fucking run with it and she can't fucking just break through and get to the end or even the beginning. This is my wife telling a story. She's like, guess what happened to my mom today? You remember I told you my mom how when she was in college, not when she went to Michigan, when she transferred. Remember because that guy got weird and she had to leave because he was, not the Iranian guy, that was a different story. That guy, I think he was Persian. I heard that Persia actually split. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ! Pick a thing! Have some consideration for the fucking listener. I don't do that. Here's me telling a story. I bought a tomato and I ate it and it was good. That's a story anyone can follow. It's about a tomato the whole time. I like being married though, I do. I really like it. I seriously do. We were having sex, my wife and I, a couple of weeks ago, which is amazing that we did that because we never have sex. Never. Because we have a baby, and our baby's a fucking asshole and won't let us have sex. Oh, fuck, that kid's a jerk, man. Seriously. Every time she's got some urgent shit in her room. Papa, come in here. In a minute. Now! Okay, I go in there. What's up? I need a pair of pants to put on my pony. Wow, holy shit. I'm trying to fuck your mom in there. Would you give me a break? Can a guy fuck your mom for a minute? There is no sex, man. I had no idea that marriage just means no sex. No, none, fucking none. I have friends that are thinking of getting married, and they say funny shit like, hey, you know, I don't know if I could do it, because I don't know if I could have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. I'm like, don't worry about that shit. You're going to have sex with 0 women for the rest of your life. That's a lot less than one. One woman. Who the fuck do you think you are? Where'd you get that fantasy?
I'd love to have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. Any one woman. Big, fat, dead lady with a beard, I'd fuck her every day. I'd be proud to have her. That's not usually my problem. These days, my problem is very simple. It's trying to find a place in my house where I can masturbate without somebody bothering me. And that's really difficult. There's nowhere to go anymore. She's got her mother staying with us, too, in the guest room, and I'm on the streets now. I got nowhere to go. Like, now I know when I see a guy in the West Side Highway jerking off in plain daylight, that's not a homeless guy. That's a married man right there. He's got nowhere to go. Fuck it. Fuck you. Go ahead and look, man. I got nothing. What else am I going to do? It's not fair, man. I'm 37 and I own my home. I should be able to just stand in the living room. How you doing, honey? Good morning. But I can't. I gotta hide. I'm down in the cellar by the boiler like a troll down there. Just fucking miserable shit. That's what it's like. Masturbation doesn't bring much joy to guys. Women seem to like masturbating. They put flower petals on the pillow. They're like, oh, me, or whatever, you know. The guys are like, ah, shit, no, fucking hell. God damn it. Sometimes you find ecstasy, but it's followed by the deepest self-hate and depression you've ever felt. It's an amazing drop from way up here to this, like, oh, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it. I gotta get to work. I don't have time for this shit right now. But then you get married, now you gotta hide. And you have to. You have to hide. Because when your wife catches you masturbating, that's sad for the whole family. That's not a good moment in a marriage. She comes in the cellar. Oh my God. And then she always wants to know shit about it. She always asks me stuff. My wife's like, well, do you think about me when you're doing that? What are you, fucking high? Why would I do that? Why? I can think about anybody. That's magical. Why the fuck would I? I'm married to you. What do women really think their husbands are going, oh, my wife. Oh, yeah, that's fucking hot. Oh, yeah. Picking her up at the airport and getting yelled at. Oh, that's fucking hot. Yeah. Put it in the hamper, not on top, you idiot. Oh, I love when she talks like that. Yeah. But, you know, whatever. We're a family. We have a kid. That changes everything. You know, that's the whole thing. The kid is everything. Marriage is nothing. Without a kid, marriage is dating. It doesn't mean shit. And you don't realize it until you have a kid. Here's what happens. When you get married, you go, holy shit, I can't leave now. I mean, I wasn't thinking of leaving, but now I really can't leave. Then you have a kid and you go, holy shit, I could have left. I totally could have left. Fucking door was right there. Now I can't go. Got a kid now. I love my daughter. It's a lot of responsibility that you never think about, though. Like, you got to name your kid. That's a big deal right there. And you know what's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. Isn't that incredible? There are no laws. There should be a couple of laws. None. You can literally name your kid anything. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40 F's, that's his name. Go clean your room. Some people name their kids a word like sunshine or battery or whatever. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, you know, something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool name for a kid. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please!
But you got to be careful what you name your kid. You do have to be careful because what happens is other kids in school are going to make fun of them. They're going to make fun of their name. And you don't have to give them a weird name because they can do it with any name. Kids are geniuses at that. Any name, they take it, they go Louie Screwy, Joey Blowy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way, these kids. Any name, what's your name? Eric, you fucking asshole. See, just like that. Lightning speed these kids got. What's your name? Joe, eat a bag of shit, cunt face. You see, just like that. He got that all through school and cried like a pussy. It's not gonna happen to my little girl. My daughter is really something else, man. She runs the house. She runs the whole house. She decides everything. Like we were playing hide and seek the other day. We play hide and seek, and we play by her rules that she invented. And do you know why? Because she sucks at hide and seek. And so she covers it with this fucking ruse to level the playing field. And I gotta fucking pretend it's all that she's great. No, it's bullshit. Like, we're playing... Oh, fucking... I know she's a kid, but fucking listen. When it's my turn to hide, she tells me where to hide. She tells me where. She goes, hide in the closet, Papa, but you're gonna know where I... Hide in the closet! All right, fuck, I'll hide in the closet. Good, fine. Now I'm standing in the closet like an asshole. She comes in, I found you. She's like shitty about it, like, I found you. And I'm like, wow. How did you figure out where you told me to fucking hide? And then when she hides, this is her hiding. She goes over to a wall and does this. She goes, that's it. There's nothing here. What the fuck is this? Like this is some ninja invisibility crouch. And I gotta act like an idiot. I can't just walk in and go, yeah, you're there. Because she'll cry and shit her pants, right? So I gotta walk around like an asshole. Where is she? I have no idea. Where could she be? I'm making eye contact. I don't see her. It's amazing to me. The other day we're playing, this is how things have gotten in my house, okay? Here's a very good example of where it's gone. We're playing a version of hide and seek where my wife and I have to decide together where to look. She likes that. She's like, Mama, you tell Papa where to look. Okay, well, fine. So she's over there hiding like this, just in plain sight. And my wife and I, my wife's like, why don't you look under the bed? I'm like, okay. She's not there. And then she says, why don't you look in the linen closet? Okay, so I open the closet. She goes, that's not the linen closet. We don't put that in there anymore. All right, fucking Jesus. All right, I'll look in. So I look in it. Why would she be in that closet? It has shelves. She can't stand in a shelf. Well, maybe she's crawled in a shelf. Now we're having a fight about where to look for this fucking kid who's standing right there. She totally runs the house. I remember Halloween last year, a couple of days before Halloween, my wife comes up to me and she's like, we have to get you a cat costume. No, we don't, actually. No, we do, because she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know. It's like she's a guy with a gun in the other room. That's what it's like. She just thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know how she got it in her head, but she's expecting to be a cat on Halloween. I was like, well, tell her to go fuck herself, because I'm not doing it. I'm not afraid of her. She's 2. I'll fucking fight her. I could take her. I could beat the shit out of thousands of 2-year-olds all day, just walk around. They would never even gang up on me. They suck. I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? Because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, like, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid, so fuck it. And she's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is.
She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, you love it. Like, I think she digs me now. Fucking stupid. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's fucking the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. Fuck it. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other. It's fuck it, man. Fuck it. Another kid. Fuck it. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Fuck it. But the problem is we have no fucking money. I don't know where she thinks the money's coming from. We're so broke. I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either, because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like, poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm going to have a house made of chocolate, and people are going to blow me as I walk in each room. They're going to be waiting. I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. You got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I'll have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah! I've always been poor my whole life. I fucking never had any money. And I don't care. I don't give a shit. But, there's a lot of people that are poor now. Like, I was driving through upstate New York, and there's people up there, man, their lives are just shitty. Like, you ever drive through a whole town, and you're like, what, did a shit bomb go off in this place? What happened? Everybody's life sucks in the whole town. And you can tell because they're just standing in front of their houses like... just bleak. And a lot of people call those people white trash. And I love that expression, white trash, because it's the only racial expression that you can use, and nobody gets offended. Nobody gives a shit. When you say white trash, nobody goes, hey, don't talk like that about them. That's not nice. Nobody defends white trash. You could be talking to the most liberal hippie in the world. Hey, I saw this guy, he was white trash. He'll go, ha ha, fuck that guy. White trash loser. No, I don't know. I just want to be a good dad, raise my daughter, and it's a complicated country. People get angry. Everybody hates gay people. Now, I never understood anger towards gay people because a person being gay doesn't affect your life. So it's weird to me that people just they're in their homes going, oh, people are gay. Damn it! What do you care? I can understand hating gay people if, say, you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other right on the grass. And you're like, oh, I gotta cut around you faggots every Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. Or say you're eating your breakfast in the morning and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks right in front of you. Hey, come on! I gotta get to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. Fucking homos, get out of my kitchen. I hope I'm a better parent than my parents were. My parents were not good parents. My parents, here's a typical example. My parents, this is a true story, I swear to God. My parents sent me to summer camp when I was in 3rd grade. It's a good idea, right? But they didn't look into the camps. They just chose one out of the phone book randomly. And I swear to God this happened. I get there, it's a camp for all retarded kids. I swear to God. I went to camp for retarded kids. I swear to God. I'll never forget, the moment I arrived, I looked around and I realized, holy shit, I'm retarded. I didn't think I was, but I must be. How am I the only kid who's not? This is how they chose to tell me? This is it? Just send him to the camp. Fuck it, he'll figure it out. He's retarded, he's not stupid. I loved it there. It was great. Everybody's nice. Every game is a tie. Just gold medals for everybody. It was awesome. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. Like, you know when you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid? She's like, shut up, I hate you, you're ugly. And people are standing around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't fucking parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman? That poor woman, I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man, you don't know. Or like when you see a parent that seems to be negligent, like you see a parent in McDonald's with the kid and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore, and just like collapsed and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy, the kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They fucking never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Until you don't even know who the fuck you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they fucked in a car and had me, and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because fuck it, we're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract. At the end, it's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have fucking nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your French fries, you little shit. God damn it. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you.